Yo, this hot, this the spot, there it is, pod.com. We're interviewing the best comedians, so tune in quick and get your ears receiving them. We talking about life and life to stream right to you, from the microphone right to your home, dude. Side note, this might get embarrassing, but no, don't sweat, yo, cause there it is.
Welcome to the There It Is podcast, a comedy podcast to help you find your inspiration. I'm your host, Jason Farr. Let's do this. Thanks so much for joining us. We have a very unique episode for you today. It's with me, about being on the road. I am an actor. I've been an actor since 2006. I've booked a gig since I started this podcast in 2016, but I haven't done an episode that was about being on the road for a gig. So I'm doing that here right now with you. I am in a place I can't say for a commercial that is for a company I can't say, but that's what it is. Maybe one day you'll see this commercial. I'm very excited to be doing this. So why don't we just get right to it? Here's my chat to you about my gig. All right, it's 5 a.m. Waiting for a lift. Got up at 4:30 for this flight I gotta catch. So I am, big truck going by. But yeah, I am barely awake. And here I am. Had to get up early today, but that's okay. That's part of it. You know, even if I didn't have to fly out of town, I would still have to get up this early one day. Does that do wonders on my stomach? No. But, hey, not a big deal. I can sleep on the plane. So far, barely awake. Not feeling much other than tired. And waiting. All right, is this my lift? I'm ready to go. Well, I'm at the airport. Through security. And it was weird. The departures exit was being blocked by a cop who wouldn't let anyone take the departures exit. So then we all had to go to arrivals. And I go, is it possible? Maybe I watched too many movies. Is it possible, though, that was not a real cop? Who would it be? Why would it be? Maybe it's a heist. Maybe a heist is happening. And this guy was the diversion. All right, well, still a bit early. I couldn't get the door open out of the lift that I took. That's how early it is. I was trying to slide the door. You're just supposed to open it. Yeah, so I'm tired. Also, well, I won't complain. I was going to complain about an airline app. Nobody needs to hear that. All right, see you all on the other side. All right, I'm on my flight, and it's 6:30, and if I can go to sleep, maybe I will, but if not, hey, there are movies on this flight. Any good ones? Who knows? But do you watch good movies on flights? I don't think so. Come on. All right, going on airplane mode. It is 6:48, first night of this trip, and I am almost having an out-of-body experience. I'm so happy with how the day has gone. More on that in a second. Let me start with something that was crazy and kind of funny, but not positive, that happened at 6:30 a.m., just over 12 hours ago. So I get on the plane, and there are a couple of ladies looks like a mother-daughter, and they have a vibe, not a great vibe, a very Real Housewives vibe right off the bat. Just like listening to them talk to each other, I was like, they're going to be a problem. And they immediately were. A woman who was sitting in the row ahead of them comes up after Real Housewives have sat down. And this normal, nice lady is trying to put her bag up in the overhead compartment and asks them, oh, hey, could I shift your bag up here a little bit so I could fit mine up? Because there's, and it was reasonable. It was a reasonable ask. And she asked it in a normal way. No attitude, no tone, no shade. And the younger Real Housewife, I guess the daughter, Real Housewife daughter, I'll say it that way. She was like, I'll get it. It's got delicate things in it, so let me do it. And she gets up and starts moving stuff around to actually make room for other people, like you should have done automatically. And the nice lady, and trying to put her bag up, and she realizes, oh, there's also a backpack up here. So she goes, oh, actually, I think that backpack is supposed to go under the seat in front of you. And the Real Housewives get an attitude, and the Real Housewife daughter was like, I've been traveling for 100 years and I've been doing this. And it's like, you're not that old. So I don't know what you're talking about. And also, they have been saying for 100 years, if it can fit under the seat in front of you, that's where it should go, right? Like, that's where they ask you to put backpacks. And then the flight attendant steps in, handles the situation. It says like, oh, you can put your bag over here. It's not a rule that they have to put it in front of them, but we do ask them to, but it's not a rule. So anyway, they just like deal with that. Nice lady puts her bag up. And then Real Housewife daughter goes, why is everyone so nasty? As if anyone was nasty to her. I can't tell you how even-toned and neutral and even pleasant this nice lady was in asking her and telling her the two sentences that she stated previously. So this lady goes, Real Housewife daughter goes, why is everyone so nasty? And Real Housewife daughter's mother goes, because people are nasty. And the nice lady just goes, okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. And it just sits down. And then these two ladies decide to try to provoke her. And are like, I wasn't talking about you. Nobody called you nasty. I was just saying people are nasty. It was just like, come on. Who you just decided apropos of nothing to say, why is the world so filled with nasty people? And so this lady's like, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you, or yeah, thanks, very sarcastically, but validly. And then the Real Housewife daughter's mother goes, who's also a Real Housewife, she goes, just be quiet. We don't need to, just be quiet. And the nice lady's just like, fine. Like, I just don't want to talk to you. And then so she was just like, I'm fine with that. I don't want to talk to you either. And then the Real Housewife's daughter's mother, who's also a Real Housewife, goes, be quiet. That's enough out of you. And I just thought, could you be more obvious? Like, it's always the people who are provoking others and saying nasty shit. They all complain about other people being quote unquote dicks. And it's like, but that person's not being a dick. You know who's being a dick? You, right very now. So this didn't need to happen at 6:30 a.m. We were just trying to get on a plane, but it happened. And I just want the woman to know, the woman who was called nasty, I just want her to know, because I actually tried to find her after the flight to say, hey, you are a normal person and you did nothing wrong, but I couldn't find her. I just want her to know she did nothing wrong and she's a normal person. Okay, so back to gig life stuff. That's just a random thing that happened at the airport. And you know what? Make a guess where I was flying to. It'd be interesting to hear that in the comment section. But I got to the fitting. We went straight from the airport to the fitting. Speaking of these, this couple, I want to say I got in the car to go to the fitting, and I happened to see the Real Housewife's daughter and the Real Housewife's daughter's mother outside, and I said to two other people who were in the commercial I'm shooting, I said, like, did you see these two people? Did you see them on the plane? And I told him the story I just told you. And one of the other actors said, yeah, I saw her, the Real Housewife's daughter, and she was texting on the plane. And I happened to see one thing she said. And she said to somebody, if I see her at the wedding, I'm going to throw a drink in her face. So that just tells you something about the kind of people these two Real Housewives were. Who is listening to this going like, I'm on their side? So that was interesting. That was a fun experience. But yeah, we go straight to the fitting. Fitting went well. Everyone, crew, directors, everyone that we interacted with was so nice, so helpful, so on top of it. Really good vibes. Really just happy, good vibes. And everyone's coming from all over. Like, a lot of times people are in one place. In other commercials that I've shot, everyone worked in the same place, the same town. But this is a time where, like, two of the other actors are also from New York, but one of them is from Chicago. And then with the crew, there are people from all over. There's someone from LA, there's someone from New York, and I think someone from somewhere else. So people are just from all over on this shoot. And we're all shooting in a different place that all of us are from. So that's interesting. But everyone, I love the vibes. Just immediately. I am so happy right now because the vibes were so good. That feels good. I'm on this shoot. I am being treated so well by everyone. And I'm just so happy with how it's going so far. And then after the fitting, which for those who don't know, we're just trying on clothes for them, the crew, to have options. Like, the director's just going to go through and be like, yeah, this looks the best. Let's go with that. They have to look at outfits to think, they have to see them together to sort of say, like, yeah, that will pop nicely on camera. But then they also have to see it on the actor. So that's what the purpose of the fitting is. And it's a good time because we're just like chatting, and they're giving us lunch. And there are some delicious cookies there, I gotta say. Look, what I told myself at Thanksgiving was, between now and Christmas, I'm not going to have any sugar, or very little sugar, as minimal sugar as I can. And I put a real effort into that. But then a very lovely person at the Magnet Theater, who is a buddy of mine, who I'm a mentor of, and I mean little M mentor, they made us cookies, me and wife of the show. And I was like, I can't not eat these. They made these cookies for us. So I ate a bunch. I ate 90% of them. And sorry, Justina. And they're delicious. And so I'm like, all right, well, so much for that, like, no sugar thing. So I had a cookie today. You know what? I earned that cookie. No, I'm celebrating today. This has been such a fun shoot. Already, first day, all I did was get on a plane and see some crazy Real Housewives act like maniacs to normal people and treat them bad. And then do a fitting. But then I went to the hotel they're putting us in, and it's lovely. And everyone here is wonderful. And there are all these like nice accoutrements to it's like a resort. It's a resort. So I'm like living it up right now. And it's just bizarre. I'm so happy with how it's going so far. It's already been the best shoot I've ever been on. They flew me somewhere. They put me up in a nice place that feels like a spa. Weather is great. It's warm. It's not cold and frigid like it is in New York. But I'll be honest, I miss my wife. I'm in the hotel room alone. So that part's not as fun. But I do wish wife of the show, Justina, was here. But I'm going to make do with how nice they are treating us. And heads up, I already know that it's the last day of the shoot that I am filming. So there are going to be a lot of days where I'm just like knocking around town, not working on this shoot. Maybe working on the newsletter, maybe working on the podcast, maybe working on some magnet theater stuff, because I am an instructor and the diversity scholarship coordinator. So I'll be doing some of that work. But work that involves this shoot, zero until next Wednesday. And it's currently Thursday. Gig life. I don't think I'll have it this good again, even if I'm in like a movie with, I don't know, Tom Cruise. It'll be nice. There'll probably be a chef on set. But will I be not working? No, I won't be working if I'm doing that one day. So I'm just enjoying myself here, and I have got to do some morning pages because I don't want to take this for granted. This is like a lottery ticket of a moment in my life, and I'm very happy that this is going down. So, yeah. Let's see how the rest of the trip goes. I bet it's going to just increasingly get more fun and amazing. And there'll be less Real Housewives to deal with. Fun times. First morning of gig life. Or is this day 2? This is day 2. Day 2 of gig life. And it is lovely where I am right now. It is maybe around 70 degrees. And I'll say this much. I'm going to go to the beach. You know, the thing about this trip, I think some of it, sometimes when like Justina has to go on a trip and I'm home alone, my brain does a thing where I try to pretend like the thing that will make me sad isn't happening. It's like, everything will be fine. It's like I just cope with it by acting like it's fine and I'm going to get so much done. But the thing about this trip, it is for work, but I have a ton of downtime. And I'm also away from Justina. So for both of those reasons, my brain is going to, we'll get a ton done. Let's get stuff done. Let's get a ton done. And I'm wanting to stick to that. So I'm going to do morning pages. I'm going to do morning pages because I think it'll clear my head. And I've noticed that when I do morning pages regularly, I'm able to be more present. I'm able to take in what's going around. I'm able to live a more full feeling life. So I'm gonna do that so I can appreciate this trip, but also have a clear enough head and a present enough mind to get ahead on some things that I want to get ahead on. It just seems like if I'm away from home and don't have the distractions of home life, I better get some things done. But I also want to relax, so I'm going to go to the beach and I'm going to get some stuff done later, some projects, and it's going to be nice. I would hate it if I went back to New York and was like, oh yeah, I didn't read any of the book that I brought down. I didn't finish any of the projects I could have worked on because I didn't work on them. I just watched stuff on YouTube and goofed off. So I don't want to do that. I don't want this to be a waste. I have so much time. I can get stuff done and I can relax and I can enjoy what this trip is. So that's exactly what I'm going to do on day 2 of gig life. If anything happens today, I'll update, but it may really just be until tomorrow for us and catching up on what's been going down. Gig life!
Day 3.
So, nothing really else happened after my last recording. Just a regular day. The beach was wonderful. And the rest of the day, very nice. But just chilled. No crazy Real Housewives type of stuff going on. Though I've never seen so many people with plastic surgery in person in one place. I went to a Publix grocery store and I saw several people and I was like, okay, I've been to Publix before. Never seen this. But that was all that happened other than enjoying the beach and enjoying the sounds of the ocean. And no real reflections right now. I mean, it's Saturday. It's just a Saturday at this point. So it's lovely out right now. One thing about where I am, apparently the weather can kind of fluctuate. So while the app was saying it was going to be cloudy, it's not right now. It's very, very nice out. So I'm going to enjoy the sun. Because when do I get to do that? In December. So I'm going to go do that. I'm gonna do some morning pages. I'm going to find a coffee shop. And I'm going to work out. And maybe later I'll talk about some other stuff going on that I'm, how to utilize. And maybe later I'll talk about whatever else I'm working on. Because like I said, I want this to be productive as well as relaxing. So I'll see how I am, how I'm going about that. I was a little productive yesterday, but didn't get to everything. I got a book I want to read, some other stuff I want to focus on and do, but God, I'm still just I can't believe I'm here. When I was sitting on the beach, that's one thing I'll say. I was sitting on the beach. I didn't know how, I thought I'm just going to take the towel. It's not a beach towel, but I'll just take this towel from the hotel room, sit on it. Then I get out there, find out the hotel has reserved seating. They have the little beach chairs. So you could just get those complimentary. And I'm sitting there just looking at the ocean and everything lovely on the beach and just was I just booked this on Monday. So that was wild. I think that's the reflection for yesterday. For day 2, the reflection was the turnaround that can happen in gig life. All right, yeah, this is a useful recording. I have a reflection for yesterday. You audition all the time for stuff. You'll get callbacks. You won't necessarily get the gig. And then, at a snap of a finger, you get the gig and you're leaving town. And I was actually talking to Peter McNerney, friend of the podcast, because that guy books a lot, about when he usually finds out when he's getting gigs. And he said the last thing he booked, he literally got the call that he booked it, and 8 hours later he had to be at the airport. So that can happen like that, where you're just like living your normal life and be like, oh, well, I guess maybe I didn't get that gig. It's so close to when they're going to shoot. And then you get a call and you got to leave in 8 hours. And so Monday, I was just like, maybe I'll get this. I don't know. Getting kind of close. And then I book it. And then a few days later, I'm on a beach. What is this? I'm not complaining. It's awesome. It's just how do you wrap your mind around it? Because at the beginning of that week, I did not think I was going to be sitting on a beach at the end of the week. It's wild. All right. Saturday. Here I come. Day 3. Day 4. It's here. Day 4 of gig life. It is Sunday. And let me just catch you up on day 3, what all went down there. So last night I went to the hotel bar, because they're giving a complimentary glass of wine to guests. And so I went there and had what felt like a weekend update segment, because I ended up talking to someone who was like the girl you wish you hadn't started a conversation with, if that person was drunk uncle. So I had one of those last night, and it was, hoo boy. And I got out of there, went to another place. Because I was like, I'm done with this wine and this person. So I left and had a better rest of the night. But something interesting, I hadn't seen anyone else who is working on this, like the other actors. Haven't seen any of them until yesterday. And I saw them at separate times. It was so weird because I hadn't seen either of them. And then I'm sitting at the desk in my room and I see one of them walking down the street with someone they know. And I was like, oh, there they are. And they know someone here? And then right after that, I saw the other actor who I had not seen. And they were walking with someone. And I'm like, how do they know people here and I don't? So it's so weird. Not that I'm on my lonesome. I'm having a good time. It's a good reflecting time. Oh, I still have to do morning pages today. All right. Anyway, enough of that. So that was day 3. Day 4 is a chill day, and this is a chill day within chill days. It's so funny that I'm making this the gig life episode. Like, hey, well, let's get a peek into what working gigs is like. Hey guys, it's not like this where I have a bunch of down days. If I were in a TV show or a movie, if I was here for a TV show or a movie, I'd be going over lines, memorizing them, getting stuff right there. I don't have that for a commercial. I have 2 lines and I know them already. And I've known them since, hey, that's the other actor walking down the street now. So now I've seen all of the actors. Day 4. Now I'm seeing someone I haven't seen since day 1. Okay. So random. We're all in the same hotel. How have I not seen them for days? All right. Nevertheless, I know my line. I've known my line since the audition. So I don't have any work to do on the commercial. I just have work to do on myself. And I'm doing that with reflection and relaxation. And today is more of a relaxation day. I am still going to try to do some reading. I'm working on the newsletter. So that's still going out. But what a random trip. That is so great. So I do have an errand to run, which you might be asking. You're in a town where you don't know anyone. What possible errand do you have to run? And I'll tell you, I'm picking up a Christmas gift for wife of the show, Justina. That's right, a gift that I got her. I can pick up here. So I'm doing that. Coming back with a gift for wife of the show, Justina. Gonna wrap it down here too. Yeah, I brought wrapping paper. Just enough to wrap the gift. And I'm gonna wrap it and bring it back. So that's today. I'm just gonna do some, like I said, some morning pages, even though it won't be the morning anymore. And it's supposed to rain later, but right now I see some blue skies, so it's nice out, nice enough out. And yeah, what else can I say about gig life and this day 4? Give yourself a day to relax. That's what I'll say. That's the lesson for day 4. Give yourself a day to relax. All right, everyone. I'm off to pick up this gift for wife of the show, Justina, and you are going to hear from me if nothing happens tomorrow. If something insane happens later, you're going to hear from me a little later today. But who knows? I doubt anything insane is going to happen. Could it get any crazier than getting stuck in a conversation with the girl you wish you hadn't started a conversation with and drunk uncle? I hope not. Day 4. Day 5. Day 5. It is Monday, and it's, in a way, it felt even more chill this morning than yesterday. Here's something. The weather here is wild. It was supposed to thunderstorm at 3. Blue skies at 3 o'clock. There's a ride share thing that they have here that's free. And Fort Lauderdale has it. And I was using that, and I asked the driver if the weather really is that random here. Because it was 3 when I was in the car with her. It was like, it's supposed to be storming right now, but it's perfectly fine. Is the weather normally this way, where it just could be one thing and then the next? And she said, for real, it can be. So she said it could be sunny and then raining and then chilly. And it could just be all of those things right after the other here. So that's something. Today was supposed to be decent, and it's cloudy. It's been cloudy pretty much all day. I saw a little bit of blue sky, but not much. And the weird thing today, as far as gig life is concerned, is I had a callback to do. I booked a callback, which is great. No complaining. It's just hard when you're on the road. It's like, oh, what? Because they're basically having people in person do these callbacks. And I am not there to do it in person. So they sent a Zoom link, which I was appreciative of. Did the audition. Think I did okay. I did fine. I did notice. I was like, oh, I didn't maybe do one thing as much as the director wanted me to do. But otherwise, I think I did fine. I think I had a good thing going. The tough thing about it was I'm in a hotel room, so I can't really use space. I had to put a chair on a desk so I could put the laptop on top of that. Of course, when I'm at home, I have a slightly better setup than that. I have more space. Not the situation when you're in a hotel room. And so that's where that was the situation. And it went fine. But that's the thing. Sometimes you get callbacks or even requested to submit a self-tape when you're on the road. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be at your mom's for Thanksgiving, and you don't have the setup that you have at home. And that's tough. And you just have to make do, and I made do, and it went well. It went fine. We'll see. Fingers crossed, because I believe it shoots out of the country. So it'd be cool to get a trip out of it. That would be away from the winter of New York. So today, not much else going on. I had this callback and getting some stuff done. Feel good about that. I want to get some reading done. And I want to treat myself to a nice dinner. Not a super nice dinner, just a nicer dinner than what I've been having. What I've been having, even if it was serviceable or good, it was a little bit of a simple, like, here, a couple of slices of pizzas thing. I want to do something a little nicer today. We'll see if the per diem allows. And then other than that, I don't want to be cooped up in this room. So I got to find some else to hang. I got to find another place to hang for a little bit. But it's so windy out and it's so overcast that I don't know what the fun hang will be. Maybe I'll go over to the beach, take a look at the ocean, breathe it in, just be happy to be alive, because it's been rough lately, hasn't it? Got the really shockingly sad news about Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, who is a photographer, Michelle. And Rob Reiner has been involved with so many classic things. As an actor, as a director, as a producer, and he has an indelible mark on comedy because of This Is Spinal Tap and The Princess Bride. So he will always be significant in the world of comedy, just like his dad. It's just sad to see it happen this way, and I wish nothing but the best for his family. I wish his family peace and love, and it's just a tough time. And this, obviously, I'm talking about, because of this podcast, I'm talking about comedy related stuff, but obviously other things that are not related to the entertainment business happened over the weekend that were terrible, and we gotta get better as a human race. And hopefully part of that is us finding time to count our blessings and seek joy. That's what we have to start doing. All right, fam. More than likely, the next time you hear from me will be tomorrow for day 6. Okay, it's day 6, and it's not the morning like I have previously been recording. It is the late afternoon or early evening. I'm about to get a complimentary wine and I'm going to get dinner. But I have a call time. Tomorrow, day 7, will be the shoot day. And my call time is 6:15. So I am looking forward to it. And after I get back from dinner, I'm going to look at the script again, make sure I've got the beats down, and see what sort of fun ideas come to mind, so that when I'm there, I can just like toss out any lines or any ideas that could help make the commercial as best as I can possibly make it from my perspective, for my position as an actor in it. Really looking forward to it. It's exciting. I am really looking forward to getting back home, but I'm also not looking forward to leaving this place because it's been nice. And it's just weird for all of those feelings to be in you at the same time, to not quite be ready to leave, but also want to leave. It'll be nice to spend time with Justina during the holidays. That was the tough thing about this shoot, was that I'd be coming down here where I am in
Redacted.
and not being with her during Christmas. I mean, granted, Christmas is in 9 days. That's crazy. It's next week, but this is part of the Christmas season, and I'm not with my beautiful, wonderful wife during the Christmas season. So that's tough. That's the tough thing about acting, right? Like, I've heard actors talk about it, I'm sure you have too, about how tough it can be. Actually, a long time ago, Jon Favreau had a talk show called Dinner for Five, and he would have people on, actors usually, sometimes directors and writers, and it would be the five of them sitting around a table in a restaurant in Los Angeles having a meal and talking about the business. There was an episode with Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen, and they were talking about how tough it can be to be on the road. And one thing that Ted Danson was saying was how tough it can be to be on the road and having a great time because you can't really let off that you're having such a good time. Like that in itself is tough because you do miss them and you are away from them and you want to be with them, but it's not like you're having a horrible time. And so maybe there's just like some guilt there. But Justina's up in 25-degree weather. I'm in 75-degree weather. And she told me today that she got sick. And I'm, as healthy as I can possibly be. No, I'm fine. No, I'm just not sick. I'm having complimentary wine. So, like, it's just, I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Actually, ran into one of the other actors on the shoot who was filming a different commercial a different day. And their partner. And so I was mentioning previously that I saw one of them, was like, how do they know people here? Well, I ran into both of the actors that I saw, or two of the ones that I really got to see and talk to. One, her mother lives near, so that's who was with her. And the other, their partner was able to come down and hang out with them. So it was nice that they were able to do that. It was unfortunate I wasn't able to do that with Justina, but also good that I could have time for self-reflection, because that's something I need, and this forced me into doing it. Self-reflection makes it sound like I was going through some tough existential situation, and it wasn't. I just had a lot of things on my to-do list, and while I don't think I have ADHD or something, and I don't have task paralysis, when you do have a lot of tasks and you get a couple done and then a couple more get put on the to-do list, it just feels like you're not getting ahead. It's not a paralysis in I don't know where to begin and get these things done. It was more I can't move forward. So it's like I can't move. And I just being able to focus solely on what are the things I want to do. Let me lay them out. Let me set these days up ahead so that I can get these things done, allowed me to be able to get stuff done and get stuff off my mind and get a bunch of stuff off of the to-do list. So that was very, very helpful. And, nice relaxing place to do that. Gives you a real clear head, recharges the batteries, and then tomorrow I get to do what I want to do for a living, which is act for money. No, but it's perform. So I'm able to do that tomorrow. That is a great thing, and that's awesome. I'm just really happy about that. Now I am off to go to it's a brewery / pizzeria, and they have a distillery next door, so I'm gonna go there after my complimentary glass of wine. And I hope it reminds me of Barley's in Greenville, because Barley's is gone in Greenville, South Carolina. So, all right, I'm out. Day 6. It's day 7, the day of the shoot. And I am in a very peaceful place right now. I mean, I'm at the hotel, but nobody's out because it's so early. Very, very low breeze right now. Feels great, and I feel great. I'm up early, but I showered, and I'm excited about this shoot. So, hoping it goes well, hoping it's fun, and I'm excited. I can't tell you anything about the commercial, and I was about to because I'm so tired. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Can you believe it? I can't. No, I mean, this is what I want to do. I've done shoots before, but it was such a whirlwind. Booking and then getting here. Now I'm here in lovely
Redacted.
So that's good. All right, off to my shoot. Secret shoot. On set, about to go over the script. I can't say much, or Brooke here is gonna have to kill me. We're at the hurry up and wait portion of the shoot now. I'm in costume. I've got script in hand. I've got 2 lines. I can't say what they are. And yeah, just waiting. Makeuped up, hair did, and contract done. And now I'm just getting warm in a jacket in a warm climate. Okay, nothing else to report now. The ride-in was great. Talked to someone else in the shoot, and he was great. He's the guy who does improv out in the Pack Theater in Los Angeles, which is a great spot, as you know from the Brian James O'Connell episodes. All right, I'm out. All right, we are in it. We're filming. It's exciting. It's super fun. Can't really record during the filming, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool. So we've only done one simple tracking shot so far. I say simple, it was the most complicated shot of the commercial, but I haven't had to do anything but walk. So it's simple for me. And it was great. This is super fun, exciting. I love doing it. One thing that's interesting in doing this kind of work for, I don't know, almost 20 years, is just seeing how much bigger the production value has gotten over the years. It is a lot more sophisticated. It's really cool. They can really make stuff look really nice, and they make sure they can. But it's awesome. It's great. And we're moving around right now, so we'll get another shot up soon. And then it'll be a shot with me, probably saying lines, and that'll be awesome. All right, that's it for now. All right, we are in the middle of the shoot. Did several shots. It's fun and exciting, but we haven't gotten to the parts that have dialogue. So we're gonna do some dialogue in a bit. But it's a lovely day, and it's been a lot of fun. Really great crew. Other actors are great. It's been a lot of fun. But we're on lunch break. We'll be off lunch break in a little bit, and then back at it. I think we have only a couple more shots to go. All right, let's do this. All right, we're about to get back into it. And yeah, we're about to get back into it. Do some dialogue, do some coverage, and then I guess we're done. It's been, I can't say enough how great the crew has been, just everyone. So it's been a really pleasant, very pleasant shoot. I've not had a bad shoot. I've had one that was awkward vibes on set, but they were nice to me because everyone's going to be nice to the talent. But as they say in the biz, not that I go around referring to myself as the talent, but everyone here is just being not only nice to everyone on camera, but the entire crew. So very professional in every facet. All right, got to get back at it, but a little bit more later. May not hear from me again until the shoot is done, and you'll hear some pride in my voice. Let's go. I'm having one of those moments that actors have of like, I could do better than I'm doing, but it's all on tape. They've liked it, so that's good, but I feel like I am messing up a lot, so just get on it. Going well. Shoot's going well. Again, everyone's being perfect, so it's really, really good shoot. Very satisfying shoot. All right, I'm sitting here with Alex, the other lead.
Yeah.
You're playing the main character, kind of.
Right. You could even say the lead.
Yeah, yeah, because you're in all of the commercials.
I'm
that
the
were
voice
shot.
of the Eagle, so technically I'm in none of them.
Yeah,
It's just my voice.
but yeah, you're the main lead. I guess I'm
Yes.
a co-lead.
No, this was the most fun one. Don't
Yeah?
let the other guys hear that.
No, it has been fun. This felt good today.
Yeah, we just goofed around a little.
Yeah, another
Talked about
improviser.
sushi a lot.
Yeah. All right, we're about to record some more.
Now we're doing wild lines.
VO is done. We're heading back to set.
Here we come.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Oh gosh,
Thanks, man.
y'all are great. So great to work with. Thanks for having me. That was awesome.
Thank you, man.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Great work, guy. Right?
Thank you, appreciate it. All right, we're done. And now it's time for a complimentary glass of wine.
Barely make it.
I think so.
2 minutes.
All right, I'm now back in my room after a complimentary wine and, frankly, a celebratory bourbon. And I talked for a little bit with Alex at the bar, and which was great. Alex was great to work with. Everyone was great to work with. But I had that celebratory bourbon after Alex left and was like, this just feels good. I was satisfied. I felt so fulfilled and satisfied about how this shoot went, and real happy, real full after this. So this has been such a lovely experience. I've really, really enjoyed myself and enjoyed it here. And the shoot was great. Yeah, happy. I'm a happy boy. And I've got a pack. And in the morning, my flight's not too early, so I don't have to get up too early, but I do have to get ready. I have to get up reasonably early so I can catch my flight, so I can get back home. So I might swing by this arcade place that a couple people told me about. Apparently it's like a cool place to go. So I might swing by there. But yeah, pretty much winding down my time here. Can't believe I'm already at the end of the trip. But like I said, it's been great and so satisfying. So I'm stoked. Stoked to even end this really great time. Gig life! Okay, so I did end up going by that arcade bar, and it was awesome. It really lived up, actually surpassed expectations. There are a couple of barcades, as they're called, in Brooklyn. And, there's a barcade in Brooklyn and a barcade in Manhattan, and they're fun. They're fun. This place was more fun. And I'm sorry, Barcade, I will go to you again, but this place was more fun. And I had a blast and totally was worth the trip out there, and a perfect way for me to finish my time here so I had a great time, really awesome time, just enjoying myself. And I don't have to get up crazy early in the morning, and I don't have to make sure I get out of here super early to catch my flight. It's going to be great. It's going to be perfect in the morning, and I can just wind down now on my final night and
Redacted.
So it'll be great. It's going to be a nice, fun night. I have some leftover pizza from last night. I've got some cookies from this delicious place that I got cookies from the other night. So I got 8 cookies, not cookies, but it's a big cookie, so it might as well be like 4 cookies. Don't tell Justina. Okay, I'm gonna eat some pizza. I'm gonna watch I'll Be Gone in the Dark. I got another couple episodes. I was behind on it. Sorry, world. And yeah, great time on this shoot. And I'll wake up in the morning refreshed and ready to go. Let's go to sleep in a little, like an hour or so. Day 8 of gig life, final day. I woke up pretty happy about how everything's gone. I had a fun time last night. Went to that arcade and had a blast. And my flight was delayed, but that's fine. It wasn't delayed by much, so I can still get back home in time to put some stuff down, take a shower, and leave for my class that I'm teaching tonight. It's back at it for an evening, and then back on vacation because we'll be heading down to South Carolina tomorrow. So gig life coming to an end. I'll have more when I land in New York, final thoughts and such, but this morning I just went for a coffee, and it's beautiful here. It's windy, but it's beautiful, and it was nice to just walk around in that breeze one final day, feeling the accomplishment that I feel. So it was a good little walk. I went up to the beach to look at it one more time, take a couple more pics to soak it in. I was talking to the bartender last night about how great it is to leave your phone somewhere. And he was saying like, oh, I went to the beach and I'd forgotten my phone, but it was really nice. And I was like, yeah, because when I went to the beach, I was taking pictures, and then I was looking at the pictures and deleting some or editing some instead of taking in the ocean that was in front of me that I wanted to take a picture of. It's not great to experience the world around you through your phone. It is so much better without the phone in your hand and just sitting and relaxing. And I did have to force myself a few times while I was sitting on the beach, be like, put your phone down. Stop doing Wordle. Relax on the beach. Stop taking pictures and then looking at the pictures and wondering, is this a good picture? Can I send this one? Like, just forget all that. That is not, life is to be lived, not documented. It's great when you have a document. You don't have to document everything. But yeah, so that was what I was talking about with Steve at the bar last night. But yeah, I'm just happy. Just got a smile on my face. Can't wait till the check clears. No, I'm kidding. No, this was a lot of fun. I'm heading off to the airport now. It was nice stay. I'm walking through this lovely hotel resort. It's open air. It's nice. This place is great. And heading to the airport now. Gonna hop on the plane and then see my baby. Gig life. I'm back. I'm in the airport, back in New York City, and trying to get home. I will have some more thoughts in a bit, but at the moment, just trying to get home. Well, I'm back home. Happy to be back. It was kind of rough getting back, but I'm back. And how to wrap up this episode? Gig life. The gig's over, so the episode's over, and I should create something together, I guess. So my big takeaway is joy. It was such a joyful experience and gave me a lot of confidence. Not that you should find validation in how well you're doing. That's not really the healthiest way to have a career in entertainment. But it was a confidence boost, and it was very joyful, and I'm just really glad that I got to have this experience because it was so nice. And it's great. What can I say? It was really great time, and I need to continue to count my blessings and recognize that I could have an experience like this, and then I could book something and be happy with how it all went. So there it is. Hey, baby. Wow. Can you believe it? What an episode. What an experience. That was crazy, wasn't it? Well, thank you so much for listening, and I do appreciate it. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at There It Is Pod, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at There It Is, and follow me on Instagram and Threads at Jason Farr Pics. Also subscribe to our comedy lifestyle newsletter and support us if you can. We have a Patreon and a PayPal. Go to thereitispod.com for newsletter and support info. Links in bio. We have our Christmas episode next week. Until next time, be good to each other. It's a moral imperative.
The music for the theme song was created by Neil Brooks. The rap was written and performed by Nick Acevedo. The logo for There It Is was created by Jeff Prater. The There It Is podcast is produced by Jason Farr.